The late Cretaceous period was a time of giants. On land, colossal dinosaurs roamed vast continents, their very footsteps shaking the earth. But beneath the waves, in the great inland seas that covered much of our planet, another kind of giant reigned supreme. This was the domain of the Mosasaurus, a creature of immense power and breathtaking scale. It is crucial to understand that this magnificent animal was not a dinosaur. Dinosaurs were land dwellers. The Mosasaurus belonged to a distinct group of marine reptiles more closely related to modern-day monitor lizards and snakes, which had returned to the water and adapted to a life of aquatic dominance in a truly spectacular fashion. Imagine an ocean teeming with life, a world far warmer and more extensive than our own. This was the stage upon which the Mosasaurus played its role as the undisputed apex predator. For millions of years, nothing in the sea could challenge its authority. It was the great white shark, the orca, and the saltwater crocodile of its time, all combined into one formidable being. Its very presence would have sent ripples of fear through the marine ecosystem. Smaller creatures would scatter, and even other large predators would give it a wide berth. The Mosasaurus was the ultimate expression of predatory evolution in the ancient seas, a testament to nature's ability to produce an animal perfectly suited to rule its environment. The name Mosasaurus itself means lizard of the Meuse River, a nod to the location in the Netherlands where its first fossils were discovered in the late 18th century. These initial discoveries baffled scientists, presenting them with a puzzle of a giant marine creature unlike anything known. It was through these bones that we first began to piece together the story of this incredible animal and the world it inhabited. It represented a new chapter in our understanding of prehistoric life, revealing that the age of reptiles was not confined to the land, but extended deep into the mysterious and sprawling oceans of the past, with its own unique and terrifying sovereigns. During its time from about 82 to 66 million years ago, the Mosasaurus sat at the very top of the food chain. There were no natural predators that could hunt a full-grown adult. It was an animal that commanded respect through sheer size and power, a true king of the Cretaceous seas. Its journey from a land-dwelling lizard ancestor to this aquatic behemoth is one of the most remarkable evolutionary stories we have ever uncovered. This transformation allowed it to exploit the rich resources of the ocean and establish a dynasty that would last until the very end of the age of reptiles, a final, magnificent flourish before a cataclysmic event changed the world forever. The body of a Mosasaurus was a masterpiece of hydrodynamic engineering, exquisitely adapted for life as an aquatic predator. It possessed a long, streamlined, and powerful form, much like a gargantuan crocodile but with features uniquely suited for the open ocean. Instead of legs, its limbs had evolved into four large, paddle-like flippers. These were not its primary means of propulsion, but were likely used for steering with remarkable agility, allowing it to make sharp turns and adjustments as it closed in on its prey. Its entire skeleton was built for a combination of speed and devastating force, a perfect balance for a creature that hunted in the vast three-dimensional world of the sea. Propulsion came from its magnificent tail. Unlike the sinuous side-to-side motion of a sea snake, the Mosasaurus had a powerful muscular tail that ended in a large, crescent-shaped fluke, much like that of a shark. This feature, which evolved over millions of years, allowed it to generate incredible bursts of speed with just a few powerful beats. It could lie in wait, suspended in the water column, and then launch itself forward with astonishing acceleration to ambush unsuspecting victims. This tail was the engine that powered its reign, turning the vast ocean into its personal hunting ground and enabling it to chase down even the fastest of marine animals. However, the most terrifying feature of the Mosasaurus was undoubtedly its head. It wielded a massive, elongated skull filled with dozens of large, conical teeth, each one sharp and slightly recurved, to ensure that once prey was caught, there was no escape. But the true secret to its inescapable grip lay hidden inside its mouth. Like some snakes, the Mosasaurus possessed a second set of teeth, known as pterygoid teeth, on its palate. This deadly adaptation allowed it to hold struggling prey firmly in place while its primary jaws worked to swallow the victim whole, a truly horrifying mechanism that ensured its success as a hunter. This combination of features made the Mosasaurus a near-perfect killing machine, Its immense size, which could reach up to 17 meters, or nearly 60 feet in length for the largest species, meant it could take on virtually any other animal in its environment. The streamlined body, powerful flippers for steering, a shark-like tail for explosive speed, and a double-toothed jaw for an unbreakable grip, all worked in concert. It was a creature designed by evolution for one purpose: to dominate the marine realm. Every aspect of its anatomy speaks to a life spent at the pinnacle of the food chain, a hunter of unparalleled efficiency and power. The hunting strategies of the Mosasaurus were as varied as they were brutal, reflecting its position as an opportunistic apex predator. It was not a fussy eater. Its diet was incredibly broad, encompassing almost anything it could overpower, from large, fast-swimming fish like Xiphactinus to ammonites with their hard, coiled shells, which it would crush with its powerful jaws. Evidence from fossilized stomach contents reveals a hunter that took what it could get, a clear sign of its dominance. It would have patrolled the upper levels of the water column, its dark back providing camouflage from above as it scanned the depths below for its next meal. Its primary method of attack was likely the ambush. A Mosasaurus could use its immense power to launch itself from the depths with breathtaking speed, striking its prey from below with a catastrophic impact. Imagine a great plesiosaur, with its long, vulnerable neck, swimming serenely near the surface, entirely unaware of the colossal shadow ascending towards it. The attack would have been sudden and final. The force of the impact alone could stun or kill, and those formidable jaws would do the rest. This element of surprise, combined with its sheer power, made it a terrifyingly effective predator in the open waters of the Cretaceous. The Mosasaurus did not confine its hunting grounds to the water alone. Some paleontologists speculate that, much like modern orcas or crocodiles, it was capable of launching itself partially or even fully out of the water to snatch prey. A low-flying pterosaur, such as a pteranodon, gliding too close to the surface in search of fish would have been a tempting target. With a mighty thrust of its tail, the Mosasaurus could have breached the surface, its giant jaws snapping shut on the unsuspecting winged reptile. This behavior, while speculative, is consistent with the power and predatory versatility we see in the animal's anatomy, painting a picture of a hunter that mastered every aspect of its environment. Furthermore, the Mosasaurus was not afraid to engage in combat with its own kind or other large marine reptiles. Fossil evidence shows injuries on mosasaur skeletons that are consistent with bite marks from another mosasaur, suggesting violent territorial disputes or even cannibalism. It would have actively hunted other, smaller species of mosasaurs, asserting its dominance over all potential rivals. This creature lived in a violent world where only the strongest survived, and the Mosasaurus proved, time and time again, that it was the strongest of them all. Its life was one of constant brutal conflict, a relentless pursuit of sustenance and supremacy. The dominion of the Mosasaurus was not limited to a single sea or region. It was a truly global phenomenon. During the late Cretaceous, high sea levels created vast, warm, shallow inland seas that fragmented the continents. The Western Interior Seaway, for example, split North America in two, creating a perfect, sprawling habitat. Fossils of Mosasaurus have been discovered on nearly every continent, from North and South America to Europe, Africa, Asia, and even Antarctica. This widespread distribution is a clear testament to its incredible success and adaptability, showing that it was capable of thriving in a variety of marine environments across the planet. This global reign made the Mosasaurus the undisputed king of the world's oceans for millions of years. It was the final and greatest chapter in the story of the marine reptiles, a group that had produced incredible creatures like the ichthyosaurs and plesiosaurs in earlier eras. But the Mosasaurus outcompeted them all, rising to a level of dominance never before seen. Its adaptations, the powerful tail, the flexible jaws, the sheer size, gave it an edge that no other creature could match. For the last 20 million years of the Mesozoic era, the oceans belonged to the Mosasaurus and its relatives, a dynasty built on power and predatory perfection. What made the Mosasaurus so special was its unique evolutionary path. It was a lizard that went back to the sea and, in a relatively short span of geological time, transformed into the planet's top marine predator. This transition is a powerful example of adaptive radiation, where a group of organisms diversifies to fill available ecological niches. The extinction of the ichthyosaurs and the decline of the plesiosaurs opened a door, and the mosasaurs charged through it, evolving rapidly to become larger, faster, and more powerful, culminating in the magnificent Mosasaurus hoffmanni, the largest of them all. But like all great dynasties, its reign had to end. Around 66 million years ago, a catastrophic asteroid impact triggered a mass extinction event that wiped out the non-avian dinosaurs, the pterosaurs, and, of course, the great marine reptiles. The collapse of marine ecosystems, from the plankton at the base to the large fish and ammonites, meant the end for the Mosasaurus. Its immense size and need for vast quantities of food made it vulnerable to this global catastrophe. And so, the king of the Cretaceous seas vanished, leaving behind only its fossilized bones as a silent, awe-inspiring reminder of a time when lizards ruled the ocean.